This is a model put out by 3DUniverse. It's called the Gruggle Monk. If you bring it into 3D Exchange and try to convert it to a non-standard character, it won't work. There's one missing bone in here, and that's a foot bone. You don't actually use it, and you don't have to weight map it or anything. You just have to have it in there. If you don't, you're not going to be able to get the green button to bring it to life, so to speak, by transferring the bone structure. So what I do in here is I go to the shin. If you go to the character itself and expand it all out, you'll see all the bone sets here. I'm under node, but I'm going to go to the joint editor, and in here it'll go directly to the bone that you select on. You see it's highlighted here, and this is the bone where it stops. This is an additional bone that's not weight mapped. I'm just putting it in there for completion of the bone set itself. So each character like this, if you have to add extra bones, you don't necessarily have to weight map it, but you do have to add a bone. I go to the shin, and in here, in the view screen itself, you just right click and you say create child bone. You don't have to do anything extraordinary here. Just create a child bone, and it's going to ask you what do you want to call it. Well, I've already got one in there, but I would just call it foot L. And then when you come down here, it's going to ask you what direction. Well, feet normally face in the direction ZYX. So I'm not going to actually create it here because I've already done it. I'm just showing you how it's done. Now I'm going to cancel. Now there's no weight map. That's it. That's all you have to do. Go to that bone, add the foot left, go to the right shin, and you're going to be adding this bone, the foot right. There's no weight map. Once again, that's it. We're done. Once you're done with that and you've got your bones assigned, just right click and memorize figure rigging. If you don't, it's not going to remember your rigging as it's set up. So just memorize it and you're done. Come back out here, go to node, and do all your morphs, animations, whatever you want to do, the rolling eyes, the blinking, the mouth, etc. And then you can go in and export this character. If I go in here and I say select all, you'll see that there are bone assignments and morphs already applied here. Now, these are just assignments so that it will function when I get into 3D Exchange and send it out. Once it's exported, just bring it back in. Now, I made a shirt for it in addition to it, but that's just for my purposes. Pay no attention to that. And then if you convert it to non-standard, you'll see that the bone will show up. It's only required in order to get this green light here. If you don't get this, you're not going to be able to convert it to a non-standard. This is a foot bone that I added. This is a foot bone I added. Okay? And then it will function just like any other character will. I've got all test preview. And then you just put it through a cycle and test it, whether it be hands or whatever. It doesn't have any fingers. It's just got hands. So once you've tested it and you make sure that your bone structure is set up, then you save it and do any spring animation you might want to do on the ears. It's only got one bone. Of course, you could add more bones, but then you'd have to go in and weight map those. So these two bones, the foot left and the foot right, are the only two that are required to be added to make this character complete, to complete this bone structure. And then once you bring it into iClone itself, you can animate it and do whatever you need to do. But without that, you're not going to be able to get the character to function. So if I go in here, I've got a project already preset for this that I put in here. This is a character, and it's already preset. Here's your animation. Now without that bone, the animation will not function. And there he goes. That's with the additional shirt. I've changed the colors in here, but it's just the holiday colors. Red felt and white fur for his collar and sleeve cuffs. Hopefully that'll help somebody get stuck. They say, well, why can't I get the green light? Well, you can't get it because those two bones aren't there. You have to add those in DAS to make it function. Make sure you add the foot bone and here. And that's it. Cricky out.